What is going on, guys? I'm Joseph and you're watching Taking Shots. Got a question for everybody today. What is the best AK? What do you think is the best AK that's out there? Are we talking the best bang for the buck price-wise? We talking maybe an AK with, I don't know, maybe the most amount of features? Or maybe an AK that's more reliable than other AKs, if that's even possible, seeing that they're like the most reliable gun ever. Well, stick around as we discuss the IWI Galil Ace in the Gen 2. The original Galil that was developed back in the 60s is basically a love child between a Russian AK-47 and a Valmet RK-62 rifle. Now, I don't have an original Galil that was made back in the 60s. Fortunately, it's like a bucket list item for me. I'd love to get my hands on one. But on that gun, the charging handle's on the right-hand side, more like a traditional AK. You could cock it back right-handed, or you could reach over with your left hand and you could rack it back that way. Now, the original Galil's bipod, you were actually able to use the bipod as wire cutters. If you were in the field or something and you had to cut some barbed wire or whatever, you had the bipod to use in a pinch. The bipod also tripled as a bottle opener. Why, you ask? Because modern day problems require modern day solutions. Yeah. Basically, soldiers were using the magazines on their guns, and they were cracking open their drinks with them. And that was potentially damaging the magazines and could cause reliability issues in the Galil. So the Israelis went ahead and they made some modifications to the gun, and they put a bottle opener on there so soldiers in the field didn't have to no longer damage the magazines. They could just use the bipod bottle opener and all problems are solved. And now we fast forward to 2005. IMI was sold. It's now called IWI. This name change allowed the guns that were going to be manufactured going forward to now be allowed to be sold in California, which previously under IMI, they were no longer allowed to be sold because they had machine gun variants of them. The new guns that were now developed in 2008, which was the first Gen 1 of the IWI Galil Ace. This gun was the first Galil that was now allowed to be sold in California. So the Gen 2's MSRP is $18.99. It has an actual street price of $17.50, at least as of today, per gun broker. Now that's a pretty hefty price to pay for an AK when you could pick up something much cheaper. But you're not going to get the features, you're not going to get the ergonomics, you're not going to get the heritage that it's been over 50 years put into design and changes to get everything that you see here today. Now the gun does have side folding stock. You can adjust the buttstock. You can even lock it in place. Now you have, I believe it's about an 18 or so inch top rail, which gives you plenty of space if you want to put a scope, a red dot, whatever optics you might be interested in, as well as still have space for your backup flip-up sights. Now let me go ahead and include some clips. You can see my friends and I shooting this and see the smiles on our faces. Okay, the IWI Galil. Ready?
Wow, that is amazing. Woo!
That's good? You liked it?
Yeah, I love that.
After shooting this gun at the range the last time and shooting it at my friend's house, I will say there's one complaint I have on the gun. And it's all the guns I've ever shot, I've never had one get so hot that I couldn't grab onto it. There's usually some type of like rubber or wood or something on the gun up here that you can comfortably hold on to it. I mean, it was just like completely unbearable. And my buddy's recording me on the video, and I'm like trying to act all cool and tough, and I'm like trying to shoot this thing, but I could not keep my hand on it. It hurt so bad, and by the time I pulled my hand away from it, it was all red. It's so hot, Danny. It's hot.
You want to tell me what you're shooting?
Whew. Galil Gen 2 IWI. I am most definitely. So I immediately went down to my local fun shop, the shop that I got this at, and I bought the M-Lock, I believe it's a Magpul forward grip on it. And now, problem solved. I can just hold on to the grip, and I don't have to hold on to the metal and burn my hand anymore. So that was my only complaint, and the problem solved. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video informative, if you found it interesting, fun, or what have you, please go ahead and give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It truly helps and keeps the channel moving forward so we can grow and bring some more gun videos to you all. Thank you all, and take care.